the Cockroach Janta Party, the latest sensation on the internet.
So I read the comment of Honorable CJI on Twitter where he's compared the youth with cockroaches and parasites for expressing their opinions or criticism, and I found it very baffling that the Chief Justice of India is supposed to be the custodian of Constitution, which grants fundamental rights such as freedom of speech to the people. He himself is calling people out and comparing them with parasites and cockroaches for expressing their opinion. I just made a tweet from my personal handle and I just asked what if all cockroaches come together. So that received good traction, and one really unique thing happened is that most of these Gen Z people they started commenting below my tweet. We want to bring back some integrity back to the politics because this is just like blatant hypocrisy and corruption in broad daylight, and it has been normalized. Because the kind of responses I'm getting from the people, I have been getting like hundreds of messages from the Gen Z who are asking me and almost, I'm not kidding, threatening me, bro, don't you dare back off. Now you have started this thing, you have given us a hope, now don't you dare back off. We are here to support you, we are here to fight with you. All we need is you not to back off.
It was just a Google form that Abhijit Dipke shared a few days ago, and it was inviting people to join what he called the Cockroach Janta Party. Within hours, he had thousands of people signing up. And now, today, a few days later, he has lakhs of people signing up, lakhs of people following him on Instagram. We have with us Abhijit Dipke, the founder of the Cockroach Janta Party, the latest sensation on the internet. Abhijit, first tell me what prompted you to start the Cockroach Janta Party?
So I read the comment of Honorable CJI on Twitter where he's compared the youth with cockroaches and parasites for expressing their opinions or criticism, and I found it very baffling that the Chief Justice of India is supposed to be the custodian of Constitution, which grants fundamental rights such as freedom of speech to the people. He himself is calling people out and comparing them with parasites and cockroaches for expressing their opinion. So I that really angered me. So based on that, I just made a tweet from my personal handle and I just asked what if all cockroaches come together. So that received good traction, and one really unique thing happened is that most of these Gen Z people they started commenting below my tweet that yeah, we should all come together, we should unite, we should start something of our own. So that kind of led me to an idea, okay, here's something that we can do crazy. So I just created a Cockroach Janta Party poster using AI, and I just made a criteria, eligibility criteria to join this party, and that would be the same words that the Chief Justice used against the youth, which is that they are lazy, they are unemployed, and hence they are just criticizing and ranting. So I made those same things as the eligibility criteria for the Cockroach Janta Party, and that is how it all came out. So we didn't even have a Twitter for the Cockroach Janta Party or an Instagram page. It was after that Google form. I just noticed that within few hours we received some 5 to 6,000 responses, people signing up as the member of the Cockroach Janta Party. So that made me think, okay, now here's the time we could actually start a new handle with the name of Cockroach Janta Party. And on Twitter we instantly got some 10,000 followers within 12 hours. And then we were like, okay, we also need to start Instagram. Then we went on to Instagram as well, and today, as of today, we have more than 30,000 followers on Twitter, and on Instagram we have crossed 3 lakh followers within 48 hours. And the membership of the Cockroach Janta Party, we have registered more than 1 lakh people signing up for this party in just 72 hours. So this is something unprecedented that is happening. The
For this
plan is to change the political discourse and to make politicians more accountable. Because as we can see, politics today or governance today is no longer accountable to the people, especially to the youth. They no longer considers them. So the plan is that, and we will see how to go about it. It's still very, we are in the very initial phase. It has just been 72 hours since we have launched this thing, and we are still trying to see how we can make this, take this forward. So, but yeah, we do appreciate that even the politicians are acknowledging that it is time to acknowledge the youth, the Gen Z, and it is time to address them because you no longer can ignore them.
And do you have young people reaching out to you, sharing their problems with you? If you could tell us cite some examples.
Yeah, so many students are, especially NEET and CBSE students are reaching out to me. So some NEET student reached out to me and he told me how they have been wrong, paper leak every time. And I also read that a student committed suicide because of the paper leak. Now, this is a student who could have become a doctor tomorrow, who could have saved hundreds of lives by becoming a doctor. That was his dream. Now, someone who was supposed to save the lives of others, who could have potentially been a great person to serve the country, he had to commit suicide. And because of what? Because of the failure of the government. And how is the government reacting to that? Where is the accountability? There is no action against the education minister. He's still in his position. So where is the accountability?
Is it one of the issues that you're going to talk about as a party? Um,
Yeah, we are going to focus on students issue because another student reached out to me and he's told me what has been going in the CBSE exam thing. I asked him like what's the thing, like what is happening. So he told me that he gave an exam and the CBSE gave the marks and the everything came, and but now they want to recheck the paper because they realized they checked in hasty, and many people and many students have got wrong grades, wrong marks, and now they want to recheck. I was like, okay, as long as they want to recheck, what's the issue? They will correct your marks, right? He said, then no, the problem is that they are asking us to pay money to recheck. And I was like, okay, so like, what is this? It's not the student's fault, it's your fault, it's the system fault, it's the government's fault. It's you who have done the wrong thing, it's you who have committed a mistake. And who is paying for those mistakes? It's the students. You are taking money from the students for a mistake that you have committed. Again, like what kind of system is this? I'm unable to understand.
so what is your immediate demand for
So
when it
our
comes?
immediate demand would be to sack Dharmendra Pradhan from his education
You're
minister's
demanding the
position.
resignation of
Yeah,
Dharmendra Pradhan
yeah,
as education minister.
yeah. And if he is not sacked, then the prime minister is also somewhere responsible in this. Because if he cannot take action, if he cannot keep his ministers accountable, then the buck stops at the prime minister.
Your manifesto is very interesting. Can you tell us something about your manifesto?
Yeah, so one of the few things that we discussed in the manifesto was the like no judge would be granted post-retirement benefits, because we have seen in the past how judges get post-retirement benefits, and that kind of dilutes the integrity, sanctity of the institution, because you are supposed to be independent. You're not supposed to be taking such rewards from the government, because then how would we able to believe that you are truly impartial and neutral if you're like colliding in such conflict of interest? Another thing is women reservation. Another thing is that for decades, many governments, many parties have been saying that they want to give women reservation 33%, but nobody has ever done it. The BJP recently brought the bill that saying that we want to give 33% reservation, but they put up a condition that delimitation. If we don't increase the size of the Lok Sabha, then we won't be able to give 33%. Like, how is that? You could give the reservation within the 543, 545 seats. Who's stopping you? What's the problem in that? So I think the problem is that of the intent, and they just want to hide their true intentions behind women reservation. And the true intentions were to was mostly about delimitation. They wanted to increase the seats where they are where they are strong, in the states where they are strong. And
What-
another thing is the defection. We have seen how in recent years, using ED, CBI, politicians have been threatened, compelled to join the BJP. So anybody who's an opportunist or a coward in today's time is joining the BJP. So we want a politics where people have some integrity. Like we want to bring back some integrity back to the politics, because this is just like blatant hypocrisy and corruption in broad daylight, and it has been normalized.
what kind of backlash have you faced? Have you faced any backlash at all from different political parties?
No such backlash as such. In fact, people are really enjoying this thing and they are finding it really great, because this has kind of given a hope to many people that okay, there is someone who has started something. Because If you have noticed in India since a very long time, there was no space or no chance of someone, getting this kind of support because the way the government responds to criticism and resistance in general. So this has given the people of India some kind of hope that okay, if we decide, we can speak up.
So, of course, the birth of a political party is a sacred thing for most Indians, and also, one of the things that ever so often we find these social media movements ending up
Mhm.
um, fizzling out within months. So,
Right.
how do you plan to sustain this?
So see, this is not something that we have created intentionally. Okay, this is something that has been created by the young people. It's their movement. It has not been created by some one single individual. That tweet, it could have gone unnoticed. But it was the anger and the frustration that the young people have since many years. It is that anger that turned this single tweet into a movement. So now this same people will carry this movement and make it sustainable. Because I am seeing that hundreds of people are creating accounts with the name of Cockroach Janta Party. They have created accounts with the names of the state: Cockroach Janta Party West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Cockroach Janta Party Maharashtra. Now my only task is to tap them, them into the system where we can all work together, we can collaborate, so we can do this more effectively. So that's my plan here, and that's how it will sustain. I'm very confident about it because the kind of responses I'm getting from the people, I have been getting like hundreds of messages from the Gen Z who are asking me and almost, I'm not kidding, threatening me, bro, don't you dare back off. Now you have started this thing, you have given us a hope. Now don't you dare back off. We are here to support you, we are here to fight with you. All we need is you not to back off. No, so I think some people are already talking about it. They are talking about my links with the AAP in the past. Well, I'm not hiding it. If you check my Twitter, anybody can see it. If I had to hide it, I would have deleted that everything by now, but I haven't. Because yeah, I was associated with the AP from the year 2020 to 2020 to 2022, and after that I just started working on my applications for master. And for last 2 years, I have been in the US pursuing my masters. I am no longer associated with the AAP. What I have been doing while in the US is that whatever was happening in India, I was commenting on that. That is this one thing that I have been doing consistently, and that was my whole purpose, and that is what led to it. So there is nothing like any organization is backing it or something. It's just the Gen Z people. I mean, if I had to do it via AP, I could have done it earlier. This
So,
kind of
no,
response is just possible through the frustration of the people.
why not with AAP? Like, were you disillusioned with AAP?
No, no, I wasn't. It just that I decided to move to a different part of my life where I was done with that. I just decided to move to US and just take care of my personal life and focus on my personal life. But then things started to getting more bad in India with the whole election rigging and everything. Then I thought, okay, I need to be more vocal and more than ever now. So it was just that. There was no like we part on a good ways.